カオソサイティの平穏のために私も力を尽くすって決めたの。みんなを不安にさせるわけにはいかないの。これで終わらせます。ペシュジャニー
悪いな、ちょっと死んでてくれ。そんなに俺に負けるのが怖えかよ。バーニングフルフィンガー。
我が名はユーハバハ。お前の全てを奪うものだ。ジ・オールマイティは未来を改変する力だ。さあ絶望してくれるなよ。ルルイブリーチブレイブソウル。
Alright, what is going on, guys? This is your boy the Death Smasher, and welcome back to another Bleach Brave Souls video. And today I am back again with another Who Is Better video, and today we are going to be comparing the previous best Arrancar Killer for speed, being Cacao Society Momo, and we are going to compare her with the newly released Bazz-B, who is right now the best speed Arrancar Killer that we have in the game, and he's just flat out amazing. I actually like this dude a lot. But yeah, we're going to be comparing the two units because, for starters, they're both melee. Secondly, they're both speed. And thirdly, they share the exact same killer, being Arrancar Killer. The only main difference between the two is in affiliation, where Momo is a Soul Reaper and Bazz-B is a Quincy/Stern Ritter unit. So yeah, there's a big difference when it comes to affiliation, because Momo being a Soul Reaper means a lot, because in Cacao quests there is a lot of content for Momo to be used on. And yeah, pretty much. That being said, she is going to be affected by killers mainly in Droplet Zone, but for IZ, she's 100% safe. It's just that in Droplet Zone, there are a good number of raids where enemies have Soul Reaper Killer and whatnot. But yeah, as you guys can see, I removed the SP slot because I did get Bazz-B's SP to level 5, so I removed it on Momo to make an even comparison. So, taking a look at everything that she has on paper, Arrancar Killer with strong attack recharge time minus 12%, 1052 stamina, attack at 638, defense at 365, base focus of 341, and an SP of 770. So overall, considering this unit came out in early 2019, she had really damn good stats for her time, and she was the best in banner for Cacao Society. But yeah, taking a look at what she has in terms of attacks and skills. Okay, so she doesn't have any sort of debilitating status ailment on her kit, but she does have a charged strong attack. Now, taking a look at her skills, she's got a 20% bruiser, devastation at 40%, poison immunity, long reach at 20%, frenzy, she's got weakened defense, and she's got sprinter. Now, she does have really nice skills, but that being said, what she lacked was actually Havoc, and because of that, her third strong attack is not full screen, so it's only 900 radius when fully charged, which is a bit of a letdown, but it is what it is. That being said, when she came out, she was hella amazing. That's all I gotta say about Momo. And now, let's just go ahead and take a look at Bazz-B, who came out not too long ago, so yeah. Now, Bazz-B is a Quincy/Stern Ritter unit. Now, as for Cacao quest, there isn't a lot of content where we can actually use Quincy/Stern Ritter units, but that can change with the coming 5th anniversary tower. Now keep in mind that this video was made before the release of the tower, so yeah, do keep that in mind. So some information may be somewhat outdated and whatnot, but hey, it is what it is. But that being said, the thing that Bazz-B has as an advantage over Momo is the fact that you can bring him in any type of content into the game and not have to worry about enemies having Quincy or Stern Ritter Killer, because there is no content in the game that actually has that. But anyways, taking a look at what's on paper, Bazz-B has strong attack recharge time minus 12% and Arrancar Killer just like Momo, and the stats are obviously a lot higher compared to Momo's, where he has a stamina of 1111, attack at 641, defense at 352, focus at 362, and an SP of 811, which is really damn good. And as we go ahead and take a look at his attacks and his skills, Oh, would you look at that? He's got burn on everything. That's actually a nice status helmet, especially when it comes to doing floors where Arrancars are there, especially the power ones. But anyways, he too has a charged strong attack. However, oh, okay, let's just go ahead and take a look at the skills first. So for starters, he already has a 20% bruiser, 20% berserker, so he's already going to be hitting slightly harder than Momo. Actually, not slightly, a bit harder than Momo. Devastation at 40%. He does have Havoc at 20%, so already his third strong attack is going to be full screen, and he's going to have a bit more range in his first and his second. He's got Frenzy, he's got Debilitator plus 2 seconds, and he's got a special type of Disabler, which is basically increased status ailment chance against power attribute Arrancars. So when bringing him in content where the enemies are power Arrancars, he's going to have an advantage over increasing the chance to proc burn against enemies, which is really good. But that being said, unlike Senju Maru, where she has a similar skill, he will not do extra damage, which is a bit of a letdown, so yeah. And he also has Sprinter plus 1, so overall, he does seem to have better skills than Momo, just because of the fact that he already has a Berserker with Havoc and also has burn on everything. But gameplay at the end of the day is going to determine which is better, because we need to jump into there. So we are going to be doing our own individual runs for both Bazz-B and Momo. Momo will obviously have strong attack recharge links with a badge, pill, and a bait, while Bazz-B is basically going to have the same exact links, but the accessories are going to be a Quincy cross, a pill, and a bait. So yeah, that's basically the setup we are going to be going for the characters and whatnot. So let us go ahead and begin the individual runs.
がっかりだぜ。
Alright, now that we have gone through their runs, it is now time to analyze the overall characters and give out the pros and cons. Funny enough, both Bazz-B and Momo share the exact same identical kit. They both have a lunge on first, AoE distant attack on second, and a charged third strong attack. The only difference is that Bazz-B has a lot more range thanks to his Havoc. Momo's lunge has 475 radius while Bazz-B has 570. Momo's AoE distant attack has 800 radius while Bazz-B has 960, and the third strong attack, Momo, uncharged, is 750, fully charged, 900 radius around her. Bazz-B, on the other hand, uncharged, 900 radius around him, fully charged, 1080 radius around him. Now, let us go ahead and give out the pros and cons for both of the characters, starting off with Momo. Here are her pros. Soul Reaper affiliation, has access to floors where you need to use Soul Reapers in some common quests, and there are a good number of them for when it comes to doing Warrior's Path, Path of Valor, and whatnot, and even the coming Cave of Diligence Tower, so yeah. Better NAD string. Momo has long reach, so you can make a good NAD build to run in single player content. Hit or miss pro at the end of the day since it is an SP unit. Immune to being poisoned. It's a good feat for Momo when using her in content where there are poison pools, as it comes in handy for a lot of situations, whether it's autoing or actual co-op. Weakened defense. This helps to make up for the lack of status elements for when nuking with her special, as it lowers the enemy's defense. Good pros, but no unit comes with his or her cons, so taking a look at Momo's cons. Lack of Havoc. This con really hurts Momo because she lacks the range on her third strong attack. I don't think there's anything wrong with her first and second strong attack, but she is going to cover a lot less range with her third strong attack, which is very detrimental. Now, if her third strong attack was an AoE distance similar to Desert Society Rukia, this wouldn't even be a problem, as you can completely cover enough range to take out all the enemies, but it is what it is. Less damage than Bazz-B. She is also lacking the inbuilt Berserker, but it's a hit or miss con at the end of the day because she came out at the time when Havoc plus Berserker skills were yet to be implemented into the PvE meta. Lack of status ailments. Now, I did say that weakened defense does help for when you use her special, but you're only going to use it once, and it's when you're going to nuke against the bosses. She definitely could have at least benefited a status ailment like Freeze or Poison, just by how she plays, but that's just my opinion at the end of the day. Not in the premium pool. Pretty self-explanatory, the only way to get Momo is if you wait for Valentine's Day banners to drop, as it's a seasonal banner. But with how K-Lab has been implementing seasonal units in even 1000 Year Blood War and Campfire on Road banners, that can change, so do keep that in mind, that Momo could be a character that is going to be more widely available in the future. And now, let us move on to Bazz-B. Starting it off with his pros, he's a Quincy/Sternritter affiliation. He is immune to all killers because of this affiliation, and there is no content in the game where enemies can easily one-shot them. More range in his strong attacks. This is all thanks to Bazz-B having Havoc. Does more damage than Momo, all thanks to Bazz-B having the inbuilt Berserker of 20%. Burn. Burn is a good status element, as you can execute Bazz-B's kit to go for the burn proc strat in some common quests, for when you do a floor in which you have a harder time clearing if you don't have the optimal unit and if you don't have a transcendent character. Now, with all that said and done, let us take a look into Bazz-B's cons. Locked outside of the premium pool. You will only be able to pull for Bazz-B when 1000 Year Blood War Round 10 comes back alongside Jurogram and Uryu. Worst NAD string. Hit or miss con. Doesn't really hurt Bazz-B, but unlike Momo where she does have long reach, he doesn't have that, so a NAD build can still work, but he will lack the reach. No extra damage to enemies inflicted by burn. Because we have been getting a lot of units where when they proc a status ailment they are able to do 20% or 40% extra damage, I do feel like Bazz-B is actually lacking in that small department, especially for when it comes to using Bazz-B in guild quests, as proccing burn just doesn't work on there unless you use the special. Heck, even Bambi has more of a benefit in guild quests than Bazz-B because she does 20% more damage to burnt enemies. I mean, come on, he has his special disabler skill, and this was a missed opportunity by Caleb for Bazz-B to shine and stand up to most of the meta PvE units, because at the end of the day, yes, Bazz-B still has a 40% devastation unlike Senjumaru and Shinji, but at the very least, we could have at least been able to do a bit more damage upon inflicting burn against enemies. To end the comparison, Bazz-B outclasses Momo in every way, shape, or form, but that being said, if you happen to have Momo 5 out of 5, whereas Bazz-B, you only have him at, let's say, 1 out of 5, 2 out of 5, Momo is still going to perform extremely well as a go-to Arrancar Killer for speed, and with Caleb actually putting out more seasonals in premiums and limited banners, that could very well change in the future, where Momo can actually become more common. But only time will tell. Both of the characters are incredibly good and can work if you don't have one or the other. And that basically concludes the comparison between Cacao Society Momo and Bazz-B. If you guys liked this video, don't forget to smash that like button, share this video with your friends and family, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already, and hit the bell notification so that way you guys are up to date with my most recent video. Now, I am going to try to get an Uryu and Pastor Shunsui Who Is Better video done as well, since it is possible for me to do so, even though it does require me to remove like a Transcendent slot on Shunsui, but it should be doable, so I hope you guys do look forward to that. This has been your boy the Death Smasher, and I will see you guys all in the next one. So yeah, peace out, lads.